Let us look at quality culture in a manufacturing company. There are some companies in Indian manufacturing who have improved the quality of their products and processes over last decade or so. The number of these companies is steadily increasing. Many of these companies are in automotive industry. The competition in the automotive industry ensures that the players in that industry are focused on quality. There seems to be a few essentials for a company to build good quality culture and improve the quality of their products and processes. Top management commitment. Discerning customer. Process orientation. Transparent management culture. Quality improvement initiatives. Dedicated team for improvements. Competency-based employee training. Problem-solving skills. Skill competitions. Let us look at it one by one in detail. Top management commitment. This is a prerequisite to good quality culture. By top management, we do not mean only the head of the company. Certainly all the members of the senior team need to be committed to quality culture. But, in owner-driven companies, the commitment and conviction of the owner matters a lot. He can set a good or bad example with his behavior. There are companies where the owner or top management pays lip service to quality culture. In a crunch time, when a product is ready for dispatch to the customer, the dispatch is essential to achieve the monthly sales target. If there is a quality issue that is identified by concerned employee, how much seriousness is being given by the senior management or owner? This decides the quality culture. Where the senior management or owner gave importance to the quality, even at the expense of a sale, the quality culture was built on incidents like this. The senior management or owner has to think of the medium or long term, and not just the results in that month or week or day. Indians are always led by the example of the leader. There is a saying, Yatha Raja, Tatha Prija. As is the king, so are the subjects. So, the leader or top management can have deciding effect on the quality culture in an Indian company. Discerning customer. In the last 2 decades, the companies in automotive industry have improved their quality culture manifolds. The competition in the industry ensures that the customers are highly demanding in terms of quality. The vehicle manufacturers demand very high standards from their suppliers. This has resulted in a very good improvement among the automotive companies. As there are several foreign companies in this arena, the learnings from global automotive industry progress also had helped the companies. The companies in some of the other industries do not have this advantage. The customers may not be very demanding, and the overall industry standards may be quite low when compared to automotive industry. The quality environment in these industries tightens up with the entry of foreign players into the scenario. For example, the air compressor industry in India had to improve its product quality with the entry of several foreign companies into the arena. As the customers started tasting higher standards of foreign players, these standards had to be adopted by the local companies. But, learning in this manner can be slower. The companies will have to learn to use internal standards or pressure for improving the quality. The marketing team should play the role of an external customer. The overall company environment should allow the marketing department to play this role. Process orientation. Good product quality is an outcome of a strong process within the company. The companies will have to be focused on the process. The process orientation is alien to many of the Indian manufacturing companies. A simple example is the seriousness or lack of it in the implementation of ISO or QS or TS systems. While some companies have used these systems to really put a quality culture in place, a great majority are implementing these systems for the sake of the certificate. It is no wonder that the certificate that they get is not worth much. Good process is a tool for the managements who are committed to good quality culture. Companies will have to embrace the process orientation, and they can use any of the standard quality systems that are on the offer like ISO. We would recommend that the company builds its quality systems ground up, with the help of good professionals. The requirements of ISO can be built into these systems. This way, the system would be owned by the team, and ownership can make it flourish. Transparent management culture. The environment within the company has to be promoting an open culture. The bad news should be transmitted without the fear of persecution. Top management should be happy to receive the bad news and act on it. Generally, the work measurement system in companies is not designed to promote relay of bad news. Example: a quality engineer's KPI may be reworks. He would keep reporting the reworks as they occur. In the daily reviews, if too many reworks is considered as bad news, then the messenger may be getting shot. The quality engineer would be under pressure from the environment to report lesser and lesser reworks. The solution to this is to encourage the reworks to be identified by having a higher the better attitude. Then, pursue the resolution with challenging targets to all concerned. The opinions of workmen on the shop floor have to be respected. The managers should have an approach of actively solving the problem, rather than punishing the people bringing up bad news. Quality improvement initiatives. Indians respond very well to pressure. They may not work consistently in a project, but they would somehow get things done by the deadline. The Commonwealth Games work, a few years back, is one example. A lot of work was pending till last minute. Then, at the last minute plenty of work was done, and the games went off with minimum damage. Whenever the head of the company or a customer is coming for an audit, plenty of work gets done in the name of that visit. The Deming Prize or TPM Prize winning companies would agree that as a run-up to the diagnosis or audit by the committee, a number of valuable improvements happen in the company. The team works as one to achieve the target. Probably Indians respond well to crises, or maybe we respond well when the target is crystal clear and very near. But we can see that identifying and pursuing the quality initiatives like Deming Prize, Deming Grand Prize, TPM Excellence Award are all highly motivating. Companies should look at adapting these initiatives continuously as required. These prizes can become good milestones towards excellence in quality. There may be some companies who do not need this to set a good quality culture. But many companies need this type of an initiative, which would help them to gather all resources and build synergy in the company. Dedicated team for improvements. Many of the Indian manufacturing companies are in growth phase. The uncertainties are more in a growth phase. Systems are not stabilized, and there are surprises every day. In this situation, the functional managers are always busy in managing the routine. They will not be able to lead the change initiatives in the company. A dedicated team to champion the change programs can give much better result. A business excellence team would be very useful. This should not be seen as an additional expenditure by the management. This is an essential expenditure to ensure the company improves on a continuous basis. We have seen that, normally if the company can release the best person that they have for this responsibility, the change is faster, and the company gets much better results. A company where the change management is left to junior people, the pace of change is much lower. Competency-based employee training. Ensuring that employees continuously learn about the product technology, quality tools, is very important. The team involved in improving product and process quality need to know about the product technology and the process technology. Many a times, the employees are not trained in the technology, and hence their ability to respond technically to a quality problem is very limited. It is good to define the proficiency levels that each category of employees need to have about the product, process, product applications. The companies should continuously train the employees and also measure their knowledge and skills regularly. Problem-solving skills. Last, but not the least, systematic problem-solving is a skill that every engineer in manufacturing should have. This is not taught in the colleges. Hence, it should be taught in the companies. Otherwise, the engineers do not solve problems permanently. They simply keep putting band-aid solutions. The history keeps repeating. The same problems keep getting resolved over and over again. The DMAIC, 7 steps of QC story, statistical approaches, should be used by the engineers. Problem once solved should not surface again. Skill competitions. Manufacturing companies can conduct skill competitions to enable a skill-based culture. The employees should be encouraged to participate in these competitions. The focus can be on the specific process skills. Staff and workmen can be encouraged to improve their skills and then test them. It is about time the Indian manufacturing companies become serious about quality culture within their companies. Cost of manufacturing in China is increasing. India is having a stable government after decades. This is the best chance for Indian manufacturing to rise and accomplish their goals. Good quality culture is one of the fundamentals that they should get right for the journey to be good.